Portland Public Schools. It just released its proposed boundary change for the west side, and it could mean major changes for a lot of students, especially kids in elementary and high school. Our Tim Becker is following this story and has more.
The Portland Public School District says it needs to relieve present and future overcrowding at several elementary schools and here at Lincoln High School as well. That's what the proposed boundary change is supposed to do, but it is catching a lot of parents off guard.
If I knew this was coming, I definitely would have made a different choice as to where I was going to live.
That simple.
Yeah.
Natalie Willis tells me her children's future education is why she and her husband moved to Portland a year ago. Specific school options are also why they sacrificed buying a bigger house for this close-in duplex.
Most of our friends live in Beaverton or Lake Oswego, but we picked this particular area because it was very important to us for our children to go to these schools. And the community, I think, for myself as a parent, was extremely, extremely important.
Right now, their 7-year-old child goes to Ainsworth Elementary. The proposed change calls for shuffling some Chapman students over here, but it also sends some Ainsworth students to Bridle Mile and Reiki Elementaries, and some students from those two schools to Hayhurst. Those are just some of the elementary school moves. And some of those students right now in line to attend Lincoln would instead eventually end up going to Wilson High School. Natalie moved into this duplex so her kids could someday attend Lincoln.
I have to think that there's a better solution than a domino effect that affects almost every single school, but we have barely had a chance to catch our breath to put the brakes on what's happening.
The school district's Facebook town hall meeting earlier today fielded more than 100 questions and comments, many of them concerning transportation issues. This one saying the boundary proposal has a negative impact on the walkability factor for many families.
Some of these proposals don't even have TriMet buses that are affecting some of the most vulnerable and lowest income students. Yeah, I mean, transportation is a huge issue. Time in the car, rain, ice, snow.
The district didn't return my calls by deadline, but says it will take public testimony at a community meeting next Tuesday. In Portland, Tim Becker, KOIN 6 News.
And the Boundary Review Advisory Committee will also take limited public testimony tomorrow at district headquarters. We posted those times and locations for you on KOIN.com.